This episode of the Ace and Hole podcast is brought to you by Anchor by Spotify. Now, us here at the Ace and Hole podcast, the entire time we have been giving you guys pro wrestling content, news, everything has all been powered by Anchor. Anchor is a great user-friendly platform to be able to get on. Even if you have no ideas how to run a podcast, Anchor is such a good tool to use. The analytics that they give you are so in-depth. You can see who's listening, where from, their ages, the age gaps, percentages, average listens, everything, all on the dashboard, very easy. And you simply can't beat it. It's user-friendly look, feel, everything, which is why we're here at the Ace and Hole podcast are proud to say that we now and will be powered by Anchor. Business is picking up here, baby, on the Ace and the Hole podcast. Welcome back in. It's another week. Another wonderful week, if I might add, that we get to sit here and discuss the, how would I like to say it? The sports entertainment that we all love and enjoy so much. And I actually have both of my co-hosts here this week.
You almost didn't have one of them here, to be honest.
They actually took the time to sit down and actually discuss with me this week. The champion, the reigning champion, the defending champion,
suck a dick,
the undisputed champion.
You know how close I was. Had I not done Nick Aldis and had I done Rhea Ripley as the winner,
but you
that would be around me.
I called every match correctly, damn it. That should make me champion.
Where's Matt Cardona at exactly?
I don't know. Probably off fucking Nick Aldis on somewhere that's not WWE.
Let me tell you something, baby. The American Dream.
More like the American Nightmare, am I right?
Hey, he's taking the title at Mania. No matter if it's off of Sami or if it's off of Roman, doesn't matter. He's leaving with it. But welcome back in. Cliff is here with me. Eli is here. We're all here this week. Joyous week here on the Ace and Hole podcast. 4:37 a.m. It doesn't matter, baby. Business is picking up. And I highly recommend if you've never watched old Dusty Rhodes like primetime wrestling promos, highly recommend it. It's just entertainment. It's like peak entertainment.
It's just a fun thing to watch.
You can watch his Americana hookshot, baby. But coming at you with another draft today. We're doing the all-time Legends draft. So as far as this goes, just legends of the wrestling business. Most of them will probably be inactive or very likely dead. That's just the fact of the matter here.
Would you say it's a fact of life?
Yeah. Excuse me, I had to take a drink. I did that intro, and take a little drink, baby. And I know we haven't hit that 10-minute threshold yet, but I'm excited to get into it. I'm raring to get into it.
Well, if they've made it this far, I want to thank them for getting through last week where it was just me and you just bullshitting for an hour and 2 minutes or whatever it was.
Right, I say, it's not like we didn't just do that here for like 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, though, we should just record snippets of just the shit we talk about trying to get into the podcast. Just the random shit. Because we went from NASCAR to, personal lives to work to,
I can't. Now,
autism tests. It's a wild time here.
Some of those work stories. Some of those work stories for me, I kind of can't get into detail about. For obvious reasons.
Eli. That's assuming someone who cares is going to hear.
Ow. 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 Ow.
By the time Chet hears it, we'll be
Chet's
so
not
hot.
there anymore, bro. Chet's retired. Happily retired. Well, I don't ever think I saw Chet happy.
I don't think I ever did either.
He's just retired, baby. No one gonna follow that up. I'm just gonna have dead air.
Nope.
No one gonna.
Baby.
I'm gonna let you do you. I am recording this with a sore throat and sick. Bite me.
I figured you'd want to come back like a.
House of Fire.
Yeah, I figured you'd come
can
back
I?
full of piss
Am
and
I gonna
vinegar.
get yelled at?
I mean, do I need to turn you down? Are we gonna?
Turn me down real quick. Hang on.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Nothing.
That's it?
Okay, well, now that I'm back this week after these two a-holes decided that they were going to take some pot shots about life and everything else, I'm back, motherfuckers. I almost won the championship belt. I should be the fucking champion, but we're going to move on past that because to this episode, we're going to do something absolutely better than that bullshit of Austen running his mouth about being champion, the heel champion. Cliff took a bullet for me, so I'm not going to knock him a little bit as much. He still doesn't deserve a title shot at all. I think I deserve one for coming close. But I'm back. I have a sore throat. Freaking hurts like shit, but I'm still yelling anyways because I have no sense of pain nor self-care at all because I don't care about myself enough.
Don't worry. When you win the title, the self-care
Was that good
comes
enough?
with it.
Well, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, baby. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, I came back home around the rightful champ. The one and only. Austen BPG.
You went into Jim Carrey territory. You went from Dusty Rhodes into a Jim Carrey territory of accent.
I can do whatever I want. You want to know why?
Because you're the damn champion. Because I'm the
I
damn
am.
champion.
Say it again.
Champion.
Say it again for the people at home. Say it
I'm
again
the
for the people at
champion.
home.
I'm the champion.
I am not the champion. I am the goddamn champion.
So-
and I will do whatever I
Hang on.
goddamn
Champ,
please.
champ, let me do this, because you didn't do it last time. At least I didn't hear it. So let me do this, because Cliff couldn't do it correctly either last time.
Because it doesn't deserve it.
He is the reigning, defending predictions champion of Ace in the Hole podcast, Austen Garen.
That was nice. That was loud. That was crunchy. I turned you down. Hopefully the people at home aren't going deaf by now. That's goddamn right.
Right next to my mouth.
I'm here. I'm the goddamn champ. And it's
For now.
over. It's over. No one else is getting their little grubby hands on my title. Ever.
Bro, you picked LA Knight.
I did, and guess what? Guess what? I still won, because that's how good I am. I can make garbage picks. I can fall into a pile of shit and come out smelling like roses, baby. That's how good I am.
You could fall into
How
one of
good I
Eli's
am.
drafts and still come out champ.
Woo! Eli, you gonna let that slide?
You're testing your luck, Cliff.
Hey, I'm bleeding out
really
that
starting to
Colin
test
Delaney
you.
bullet.
You're really starting to test your luck.
Austin, why don't you let him know what we're doing today?
I already let him know what we're doing today. Maybe get your head in the game a little bit. Maybe open those ears. Maybe tune in to what you're doing. Be
Is it
present
time
in
to
the
play
moment.
the game?
Maybe if you were
I can't
present in
hear
the moment.
shit anymore because of Eli's no headphone warning.
Maybe if you were present in the moment, you'd be champion right now. But you weren't. You were off in La La Land.
Why
You
would I give a
failed.
headphone warning?
You failed. You lost. I won. I won again. I'm going to continue to keep winning. And I'm going to ride this wave of momentum all the way into next year, all the way into the year after that, even if this podcast ends. And this podcast is no longer. I will be the last champion. The forever champion. Scissor me, daddy ass. Ah.
We went from CM Punk to like MJF to the Acclaimed territory on
Well,
promo
'cause-
here. Can we go back
well,
to
'cause-
Dusty?
Because they said that they're the forever champs.
Can we go back to Dusty, please?
Hey, they're scared of me. They're scared to go on the mic against me. MJF knows I can do what he does, and I can do it better than him.
I'm going to spam MJF with this episode.
CM Punk is too scared, and he's sitting at home. That's why he hasn't shown his face. Because he knows if he does, I'm going to bury him quicker than his UFC career. And who else did you say? I can't even remember. The Acclaimed? I got nothing against the Acclaimed. I like the Acclaimed.
Everybody loves the Acclaimed.
Everyone loves the Acclaimed. But, like I mentioned earlier, today we're doing the all-time Legends draft. Now, this can be anyone from any time. Like, this is just stalwarts, legends of pro wrestling. Obviously, you're going to see the Rocks, the Stone Colds. What? I said the Stone Colds. What? I said the Stone Colds. You're going to see possibly the Stan Hansens, possibly the Randy Ortons, possibly the John Cenas, possibly the Superfly Snookers. Fuck, I might even get a little crazy and pick a little bit of Eli Drake. Yeah.
God, so we're allowed to do alter egos from other companies of people?
I mean, it pretty much would just be, like, we're drafting the wrestler themselves. So, like, if you wanted to draft Asuka as Kana, you could. Like, I'm not going to say no. Okay. And we discussed this beforehand with the tag teams. It only has it can only be like certified tag teams, like the Road Warriors. You aren't going to take one Road Warrior without the other. Like that team,
no two-man power trip.
Yeah,
the Hart Foundation.
Well, I might let you get away with that. Like if you take Jim and Owen together, I might let that slide.
That was not the Hart Foundation.
Well, they were part of the Hart Foundation.
They were part of it. So I'm allowed to pick any of the Hart Foundation?
No, you aren't getting Brett and Owen. They're too good. That's what I'm saying. Like if you can pick one and not the other, then I'm probably not letting that slide. Like we're talking cohesive units. Like if you want to take the Good Brothers for whatever reason,
like
you
the
can
Rock
take
and Roll
them.
Express.
No, because you got Shawn Michaels in that. No, never mind. I take that back. I rescinded my statement.
There's no taking that back.
I rescinded my statement.
You can't take that back.
But yes, the Rock and Roll Express.
Nope. Who is in the Rock and Roll Express, Austen?
You got
Mans don't know.
You can't look it up.
You got Ricky Morton.
Don't look it up.
I didn't look it up. You got Ricky Morton. That wholeheartedly is the only one I know. I don't know the other one.
Gibson.
Starts with a D. Does it not start with a D? Bro, I don't know. Wow. My apologies to any of you Rock and Roll Express NWA fans that are still watching them damn near kill themselves every week.
One of them got so injured recently that he hasn't been able to wrestle. The one you can't name.
Exactly. He's not big enough. Don't matter.
Wow. Okay. Anyway.
My bad, I got the Rock and Roll Express confused with the Rockers. My apologies. It's not like it's 4:50 in the morning or anything. Heaven forbid you give me a break. I'm the champion after all. If anyone deserves a break, it's me from having to carry this podcast for 21 episodes.
Just sad.
You can be sad all you want. I'd be sad too if I was second best.
Bro, at this point, I honestly think I'm third best. Like, after that last Rumble, I came in last.
I just want to point out, I was winning for the longest time. And this is the first time I've ever been winning at a predictions. I am finally getting the hang of it.
Too little, too late, baby. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. We got way off track. But all-time Legends draft. It's on the docket today, as well as our typical end-of-episode stuff. Eli's Guest Wrestler. Cliff's Today in Pro Wrestling History. And my little short story / poem. But without any further... Oh, well, I guess the draft order in this case, since I am the champion, I delegated the draft spots. Mm-hmm. I'm going first, as always. Mm-hmm. And this will be a conventional draft. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then Eli's going second.
Bullshit.
And Cliff is going last.
It's bullshit.
Either you two got anything to add before we dive head first? That it?
Yep.
You hate this?
I hate that I'm going second.
Bro's mad because he gets a better pick.
Yeah, Bro's mad he gets more picks to play with.
So, I mean, going first, it's a burden. No matter who it is, it's a burden. Because you have all of the options. And no matter what option you pick, you always feel like you're going to pick the wrong one. And that's just the facts of life. Yeah.
I swear to God, Austen.
And, you know, someone always brings up a certain wrestler.
I swear to fucking God.
At the end of every podcast.
I'm going to kill you.
Says that he is the best pro wrestler of all time.
I'm going to massacre you.
So...
I'm going to kill you.
You can't say that week after week and not have anyone catch on.
I'm going to kill you.
Now, would that be the pick that I want? Because personally, I don't think he is the best pro wrestler of all time.
That's just death in itself.
That's just personal. That's personal taste.
It is. And I've said that.
But for the sheer outcome of what would happen, would it be worth it? And there's one person I have in mind. And I know if I pick him, I'm going to get ridiculed out the fucking wazoo. But you look at what he did. And people call him the GOAT. Whenever he's mentioned, he is mentioned as being the GOAT. And we're talking about someone that can carry a company. And not a little company, not a little territory like Mid-South Wrestling.
Hey.
We're talking a global leader. The biggest pro wrestling organization. He carried them through the tough times. Did people get sick of seeing him? Yeah. But I never got sick of seeing him. Because you can't see him. Give me John Cena.
That's a hell of a pick at 1.
You saved yourself from death today.
If I die, I die king. I would have died king. I would have went down with honor.
So being the second in the draft, I feel like I can't get away with not picking him in some variation. It's a Legends draft, correct?
Yes.
So, tag teams. They have to be a notable tag team.
Like I said, they have to be, like I said, you can't pick one or the other. If they both are such big stars and they were just thrown together like the Mega Powers...
They were not.
Then, no.
They were a team for a long time.
If you're talking about Stan Hansen and Ted DiBiase, I'm saying no.
They were a tag team. They were an official tag team. They had matching gear, a finishing move, multiple tag team reigns.
And I already said I'm saying no. This can go up to Cliff.
Oh my gosh.
But those two are such big stars in their own right. I'll delegate...
Don't make me the decider here.
I'll delegate this to Cliff.
Well, I didn't want to pick them anyways. But I feel like I have to at this point. I have to pick Stan Hansen. I've talked a big game on Stan Hansen for so long now that I feel like I have to pick him as my number one pick.
You definitely would have been called a hypocrite.
I would have been a hypocrite.
Definitely would have gotten quite a bit of flack.
So I'm picking Stan Hansen because I have to.
Okay.
Cliff, it comes down to you. Third pick of the first round.
I'm going to be like Rikishi. I'm going to do it for The Rock. I'm going to pick The Rock.
I would like to point out that we picked different people of different eras of wrestling.
Well, you see, I'm going to go back to the biggest star of The Rock's era.
Stone Cold.
Rock The Rock was second best to one man.
Stone Cold.
What? I said second best to one man.
Second best until he got dropped on that sack of dimes he called a neck.
What? He tried to drop on that stack of dimes he called a neck. What? Give me Stone Cold.
Rock was second best until, Stone Cold decided he needed to go and, get hurt.
I'm a tag team kind of guy. And I like your Stone Cold pick. But if I have to be not just a randomly thrown together tag team, if I have to pick a team that has proven their worth as a tag team, you can
plead your case as much as you want, but I've made it very clear, if they are two megastars, you aren't getting a 2-for-1 deal.
I am grabbing because they could prove that they are worth. One of them has proven that he is his worth as a singles competitor if they were to ever break up in this imaginary world. I'm doing the Heart Foundation of Brett and Jim. It's not two megastars. There was one.
I'll let you have it.
That's a weird way to draft Bret Hart at 2.
Well, don't worry. Brett will get hurt and then start bitching about it.
He's going to take a clothesline from Jim. Oh, that's Stan. Gosh damn it.
Yeah, he'll complain that Stan is too stiff.
Get his 50th concussion.
Well, Cliff, floor's open to you.
I'm honestly just trying to figure out, looking around, seeing what's still out there. As, everything is still out there. And I keep looking around, and I keep coming back to one thing to basically find everybody. The WWE Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. And you look at all the entrants into the Hall of Fame. There's a fucking lot of them. However, there's one that just kind of sticks out above the rest, at least to me. Give me Hogan.
Ooh, bad pick.
Are you sure you want to put him with The Rock?
Yeah. Imagine them both in their prime doing the WrestleMania X7
I'm
match.
not imagining them in their prime. I'm imagining after the incident.
Listen, man. Since when have we let the real world decide our fantasy draft?
I guess that's facts.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
Now, my next pick.
China.
No.
I got
We're
lining
going
in
old.
my nose now.
We're going old. Because I think the person I really want, neither of you are going to pick. So I'm going to take him at 4.
What number 3, my friend?
I know. That's why I'm saying I'm going to hold out on him. But I want a heel. I want a heel. I don't want none of the modern day cheap heat shit.
You want the
I don't want none of that
shit.
attitude. I don't want none of that attitude era, like, kind of heel, kind of not. I want someone people fucking hated, despised, would spit on.
Perk Angle?
People love Perking. Jesus Christ. One of the best heels to ever do it. Made kids cry on national television.
Doink?
Give me Ted DiBiase.
Oh, yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
That's fair. I assume you're picking Ted DiBiase back when he would do the money challenges and.
Oh yeah, his prime. When people would literally throw trash at him and spit on him, and they would chase him out of arenas because they hated him so much.
This man, you could pick my third pick. This man, you could stick in any of his eras up to his death, and he would be phenomenal. He was phenomenal in WCW. He was phenomenal in WWF and WWE. I am picking Eddie Guerrero.
That's a good pick. That's where I was gonna go. That's a good pick.
I mean, you can't. He would have had to have been taken in the top 5. You can't have a list without Eddie Guerrero being at least the top 5 pick. Of
now,
a Legends roster, have to be a top 5.
And this has nothing to do with Eddie. It's just random thoughts popping in my head. Give me, if I could watch like a series of matches for the rest of my life, give me Rey Mysterio versus Psychosis back in like that late ECW, early WCW when they would fight each other.
Best.
Yeah,
is that
when they would fight each other constantly.
Yeah, the Philly fans love their bloodbaths, but they also love really good wrestling.
Because I forget what I was watching, but it was showcasing like the cruiserweights like during the late ECW, and I there are very few times like I watch wrestling and I'm like, holy fuck, and it was one of those Rey Mysterio Psychosis matches. I was like, holy shit, I was like, this is good. Anyway, that was just side tangent. It came to mind because I watched a Rey Mysterio Psychosis match from WCW earlier. It's the only reason it came to mind.
So, Austin, I'm taking after your lead. I'm also drafting a heel. But I'm drafting more of a you hate him because you can never be him. He is the limousine riding, jet flying, wheeling and dealing, kiss stealing, son of a gun. Give me Ric Flair.
Someone with Japanese roots.
You have a very interesting roster building.
I am aware, and it's
the only one with
worse.
like almost a squeaky clean thing is The Rock.
That's
My
why I'm
voice is
saying
going,
this
by
is
the
a
way.
fantasy draft. This is if it was a real life draft, I would be drafting different people.
If we were doing the like Walter Payton Man of the Year draft, Cliff would be losing.
Yes,
But
Walter Payton Manning? What?
the Walter Payton Man of the Year. It's the
Oh, it
NFL's
sounded like you said Manning.
No.
No.
So Ric Flair's got some Japanese roots.
Woo!
And Stan Hansen also kind of dabbled over in Japan, if I do believe. I don't think he was over there a whole
He
lot.
was in All Japan. And
That's
I
what I
think
thought.
Noah.
But you want to talk about one of the biggest baby faces of all time.
Tanahashi.
Anywhere. This man was a part of the Japanese government.
Inoki.
Give me Antonio Inoki.
Yeah, I was gonna take him if he was still up.
Good luck getting him to lose to John Cena.
This is a fantasy draft.
Well, I asked you
Not to
guys
mention his
before.
theme song fucking bangs. His
Oh my
theme
God,
song goes
sweet.
crazy.
Yeah.
I asked you guys before. Are we allowed to take people who had murder cases
Oh my god.
against them?
Bro.
And you guys thought I was talking Superfly. I ain't talking Superfly. I'm talking double
picking New
homicidal.
Jack?
I'm talking double homicidal, suicidal. I'm talking Chris Benoit.
Oh my!
Oh.
Chris Benoit at 4?
You're not even talking about the introduction I gave him. You're just talking Chris Benoit at 4.
The double homicidal, genocidal, suicidal, CTE-ridden maniac, Chris Benoit.
That's definitely a pick you made, Eli.
I'm taking world champion Chris Benoit.
I think for the sake of our podcast, we just need to keep going. We need to move right along. You made the pick. We need to keep going.
Take someone who's a little bit more squeaky clean.
Yeah, not even that. We just need to move on
from that.
That
doesn't even fit with your roster.
Well,
man.
So I'm going to counter Ric Flair. There's only one man who can counter Ric Flair. And he is the American Dream. Give me Dusty Rhodes.
Can he counter Chris Benoit?
Honestly, if there's anyone that can, I think it's Dusty.
Yeah.
Baby.
That elbow.
That bionic elbow, baby.
Hey, aren't you the American Dream?
So, see here, I've got 3 mega faces, really, and 1 heel. Boy, oh boy, what do I do?
Bro's about to take Perry Saturn.
These faces don't want to lose to each other. So what's a heel? A heel that I can pick. Quite the situation we got going on here. Do I want to go old school? Do I want to go really old school? Do I want to go over to Japan? Do I want to pick someone from the modern era?
Don't do it.
Bro's about to pick the Blue Meanie.
I'm struggling. I really am. Because I want a heel. I want a good heel. Because I've only got one good heel. And like I said, these faces are not going to want to lose to each other.
CM Punk, no contract. WWE. You got to be specific about that, CM Punk.
Yeah, I want the CM Punk before he went fucking crazy. No, but see, I feel like if I pick someone from the newer eras, it's going to do someone from the older eras such injustice. Someone that I forgot. And that's kind of the way I'm going. Like, I need.
Bro's about to take the fucking honky tonk man.
Jerry Lawler.
I need someone that can get an astronomical amount of heat on them.
Booker T. If you need a DUI, get Jeff Hardy.
He's holding up the Double J for Jeff Jarrett. But you want to talk about someone who can get heat easily by just walking out on the stage? Give me the genetic jackhammer, Vince McMahon.
Bro, what the fuck?
And I'm the one that picked the bad one.
God damn. Okay, that's a pick.
You have Hogan and Flair, Cliff. I don't think you really have much room to talk.
Hogan and Flair are the backbone of the companies. Professional wrestling for an entire
Hogan
era.
dropped some bombs he should not have, and Flair sexually
and
harassed
Benoit dropped a couple bodies that he shouldn't have. Do you want to keep going? Are we saying racial slurs are worse than killing your wife and child? Is that the territory we're going in?
Oh god. Oh no. It's been nice having the podcast with you guys.
That's all I'm saying.
So, moving on.
Thankfully.
I need another tag team. I always do this problem. I grab a tag team and then never grab another one. Huh. Who would complement Brett and Jim? Other than a brother. Yeah. You know what?
No, you aren't. You're
Motor
not
City
wasting
Machine
a pick.
Guns. Just do it.
You're not wasting a pick on the Motor City Machine Guns.
It's the Legends draft, Eli.
No,
they're active.
No, I'm not. I'm picking a tag team that no one really remembers. Give me Owen and Yokozuna. It was a tag team.
I guess they did win the titles.
They had a tag team title reign that lasted over, I think, 2 years.
They did have the titles.
I'll let it slide because I don't think any of us were picking Yokozuna. So
I was gonna try to get Owen late. Damn.
And those are both guys that, if they went separate ways, could have singles runs.
God damn. Okay. So the man I'm gonna take is actually 4 men. Give me Mrs. Foley's baby boy.
Oh boy, that's the first good pick you've had.
Oh, fuck off. Give me Mick.
Okay. Now this next one you can veto, and I know you will. So I'm just gonna throw it out there. Brothers of Destruction.
No, you can't have 2 mega people on a team.
Kane held the title. Kane held the world championship for a single day.
No.
What do you mean?
No. If I couldn't have Ted DiBiase, who only won a world championship because he bought it, and Stan Hansen as a tag team, you cannot have the Brothers of Destruction. Get your damn pinky raisin finger out of here, Cliff. You cannot have Brothers of Destruction.
Bro, my fucking finger's stuck.
Brothers of Destruction, no.
Cliff, what's your decision here?
I'm staying the fuck out of it. It's my
No.
decision.
There's 3 of us here for a reason.
You did veto Stan Hansen, Ted DiBiase earlier.
Thank you.
So
what does that mean now, though?
That
was earlier. This is now.
I want you to explain why we should let you.
Like I said, Kane held 1 major championship for a single day. Kane was honestly, I love Kane. He didn't do a whole lot. He was there in the big moments. Exactly. He was always second fiddle to The Undertaker.
Doesn't matter.
It does, though.
Doesn't matter.
Because you're talking about Stan Hansen, who you proclaim. Keep in mind.
Would I be allowed to pick DX?
No.
Then shut the hell up.
What do you mean, shut the hell up? You're talking about Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, and Triple H. 2 of the biggest stars ever.
Shut the hell up. Are we forgetting that he held the world championship?
Who, Kane, for a single day?
No, he didn't hold it for a single day. He beat Rey Mysterio at Money in the Bank because he won the Money in the Bank. And he held that for a few months. He's also was ECW World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, because
he's a multi-time tag team champion. Night. He's scrolling. He's scrolling through the Wikipedia.
I am. Because I fully thought he only held it that one time.
He held the Winged Eagle. But he beat Rey Mysterio at Money in the Bank after he won the Money in the Bank for the World Championship.
He did hold it another time.
Because that was during the Undertaker and Kane WrestleMania feud again.
Still, though.
No. There was no still, though.
Hey, it comes down to Cliff.
There was no still, though.
I gotta say no.
Okay, I'm taking Undertaker then.
Yeah, I figured that's where you were going with it.
There's a way around this, Austen. You know what you have to do.
I'm not giving you fucking DX. That's dumb as hell.
I'm not saying that.
I would... No.
That's not what I was saying at all. That's not what I was applying at all.
Going third sucks.
Oh, okay. So I have Stan, I have Brett and Jim, I have Eddie, I have Chris, I have Owen and Yokozuna. I have a lot of stiff hitters.
Just throwing this out there, did you guys know Christopher Daniels was in ECW?
Yes. He was also on
continue.
Vortex. And Sunday Night Heat, I think. Or Saturday Night Heat.
That's pretty much
what
Andy Darling was at the time.
Speaking of Christopher Daniels... Speaking of... If you let me do this, Austen, I will change my vote.
Now we're bargaining?
AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels.
No.
As a tag team.
No.
Why not?
Because I simply don't want
Christopher Daniels was the Kane of your tag team.
Hey, that's crazy. No.
Why not?
Because I don't want it.
Has Christopher Daniels actually won more independent titles than Kane ever won titles in WWE?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm taking AJ Styles.
Damn, I was really hoping you take Christopher Daniels out of those two.
I actually thought about it.
Okay.
I'm taking AJ Styles, New Japan Pro Wrestling, if we want to be specific about eras.
So I guess that brings it to me.
Of course it does. I just ended my turn.
That means I need to, decide between the two I want to pick. Eli, you milk your pick every turn. This is the first turn I've tried to milk my pick.
I try and get us run time.
No.
I try to get run time. That's the only
that's not
reason
how
I
this
do
works. Give me Taz.
Right.
What?
All right.
Give me Taz.
I like it. I don't have
Interesting pick.
I don't have the worst draft.
That's facts. Because
I need someone who can go technical. Especially with my next pick. I need someone who can be a technical wrestler.
And I need somebody to have the worst draft, and it's not me.
Seeing as
Eli, you'll still fumble the bag, and I'll still have a better draft than you. That's why I don't care.
Seeing as you left at least minimum this man on the board, that's a huge fumble. I mentioned him earlier. Give me Mr. WrestleMania.
Do it.
Shawn Michaels.
Knew it. As soon as I mentioned DX. Knew it.
So, I mean, you're going to snap take Triple H now to make sure he can't have it? Because you know if he gets all the way through.
Absolutely.
Okay, I was going to say. You know if he gets all the way through, he's going to take it.
I'm not even sugarcoating any of that. I'm just taking Triple H immediately. Like, that's written down, paper, right there. Boom. Done. Triple H.
Okay. Give me Ricky Steamboat.
What the hell?
I need technical wrestlers.
That was quick.
You're on that SmackDown hotel roster, aren't you?
I have the ECW alumni roster, the SmackDown Hotel roster, and the WWE Hall of Fame all pulled up right next to each other.
Like, I can see it in your glasses when you're looking and scrolling through. I can just see the pictures going by.
I'm just popping in between, seeing what suits my fancy and what fits my roster. I need someone who I can just really be mid-card hate next, so be interesting. Austin, were you not ready for it to come back to you?
I mean, a little. I mean, I'm ready. But, I mean, at the same time, I got to make sure this is an educated pick, you know?
In the chat, you said you were always ready.
We're getting into these later rounds. Getting into these later rounds. These rounds are important. These make or break. So I got to go. Do I want another established heel? Or do I want to go with someone who has proven themselves through multiple generations of wrestling? And I gotta say, he can be a good heel. As well as those multiple generations of wrestling.
Please
Are you
don't
taking
take
Randy Orton?
Randy Orton's only been through 2 generations.
Please
I'm talking about a dude that's been through at least 3.
Don't.
Sting?
Sting's never really been a heel.
That's not true.
What do you mean it's not true?
Late WCW is very
Sting,
fucking. Just don't pay attention to it.
There was late WCW. There was main event Mafia Sting.
No one counts the fucking main event Mafia.
I mean, He was a heel.
Listen, when you got Booker King and Kevin Nash, Booker T.
Well, Booker because King.
At the time he was going by that because he had the like Legends, because he was like the king of like the Legends or whatever because he had the TNA Legends title, so he was doing like the King Booker gimmick, pretty much again in TNA. When you got Chet Lemon and Black Snow on the announcer's table, and you got Scott Steiner in the ring announcing, that's where you know you're reaching. But anyway, give me Chris Jericho.
That's a really good pick.
I'm going to raise that pick with the even better one, in my opinion. And I hate that his namesake has gone to the lowlife that is Ronda Rousey. But I'm picking Roddy Piper.
Fuck off. Good pick. Good pick.
Great on the mic. Great in the ring. Face, heel, don't matter.
I actually just rewatched him talking to Cena before he faced The Rock for the first time. And
one of the best to ever lace up the boots. Back to you, Cliff.
Third pick in round 8.
So, I have enough star power to keep the main event going for a while. So now I gotta find some mid-card heel. Probably who can run a faction if I need him to. Bring some younger talent in. Give me Raven.
Bro, you are throwing so incredibly hard.
Am I?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think my draft is that bad.
Cliff.
Yeah.
So
no. Stop.
So following up, we've got like 2 picks left here. He is one of my personal favorite wrestlers of all time. I love watching this man come into work, do his job. I watched him become a Grand Slam champion live. Give me Randy Orton.
Good pick, good pick.
See, I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. But
Liked it so much, he's speechless.
But as I'm going through my list of people, my legends, I'm going through them. I'm looking. And I saw this name pop up that I thought about, but I didn't really want to pick them. But I'm going to anyways because I'm an idiot sometimes, and I just like to pick some random chaos people. I don't have a lot of heels on my roster. I'm going with Mr. Perfect.
See, I don't hate that pick as much as you might think.
He was good in the ring. He was decent on the mic. He had a great mid-card title reign. He had some tag gold, if I remember correctly. Honestly, throw him in a tag team with Roddy Piper if he needed to. I can make tag teams out of nearly everybody on my roster. And it adds me another decent heel to my roster. With the only real heels being Stan Hansen, Owen and Yoko, and Roddy, who could flip on a dime. I guess you could count Triple H and AJ Styles, but nah. In case we all couldn't figure it out, I'm trying to buy Cliff time as he's scrolling through his pages again.
Don't know what that was about. Trying to, say you need to buy me time like that. Act like I'm some amateur.
I'm sorry. Rock, Hogan, Flair, Dusty, Mick, Taz, Ricky, Raven.
Yes. Tell me where I went wrong.
Everywhere.
Okay, then give me Macho Man.
All right. You got a lot of R's on your roster.
I would love for you to tell me where I went wrong.
Well, we know Hulk Hogan doesn't mind using the hard R.
I don't have a response for that, to be honest. At least, I don't know. Is this where I make a Chris Benoit joke, or I don't know. I'm out.
Hey,
I'm
I didn't
lost.
make that comment. I didn't make that comment that time.
So, final round here. We're all kind of grasping. Now, this might be the one off pick that I have throughout the entire draft.
What is it?
And if that is so, then so be it. Now, this is a man who's well traveled.
Mm-hmm.
TNA, WCW,
It's Sting.
NWA, Pro Wrestling Noah, NJPW.
It's Muda.
He's been everywhere.
It's Muda.
Give me Muda, baby.
It's a good pick.
Kajimoto.
That's two Japanese wrestlers, Austen.
Staples. Two Japanese. They're not wrestlers. They are staples.
Ever since you won that belt
done that too.
at New Japan, you've been different. It's changed you.
Technically, I have two. Stan Hansen was
Also-
a staple in Japan, and Chris Benoit was a staple in the starting up the junior division as Pegasus Kid. Long forgotten.
Also,
but...
I just would like to say that he can flip from heel to face on a dime as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's definitely going to be my in-betweener, just like Chris Jericho will be as well. Because I was looking, I was like, I have 5 faces and 4 heels. I want to try to even this out somehow, but I don't want to go full heel. I was like, who? And I didn't want to pick someone from America. I wanted to go overseas again. I wanted to go to Japan because it's fun. A lot of people don't know the Japanese, like, wrestling history or wrestling culture. So, why not pick one of the staples, one of the pillars, you might say? I guess technically he's probably not one of the New Japan pillars, but
Japanese wrestling pillars, probably.
staple.
I want to talk about staples in Japanese wrestling. Look no further than the longest reigning IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion of all time. One of the longest tenured New Japan Pro Wrestling wrestlers. Retired with the company. Wrestled for WWE once. Wrestled in WCW. I think he might have had some pop-ups with ECW.
And I know exactly who you're talking about.
Give me Jushin Thunder Liger.
I'm surprised, honestly. That's a good pick, by the way. But I'm surprised. My last pick has been up this entire draft.
I almost picked Andre the Giant.
That's still not him. I'm very surprised.
Is it Edge?
Because how in the hell are you not going to pick the man who won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck?
I
Give me
almost
Kurt
picked
Angle.
him too.
Give me Kurt Angle.
He was on my list the entire time, but I kept finding people to talk me out of picking him.
Give me.
That was my
Give me
problem
every
with
version
Andre
of
and
Kurt.
him.
Main Event Mafia. Kurt,
Perk
Cowboy Hat
Angle?
Kurt, Milk
Angle.
Truck Kurt. Give me every version of Kurt Angle.
Perk Angle.
But yeah, that is my Mr. quote quote irrelevant to end the draft.
I mean, boy, did you throw. And that's putting it lightly.
The fuck you talking about? First of all, I'm last. Second of all, I have enough star power that even if the matches flop, everyone will still come and pay to watch them again.
Hey, I have star power. I have a mid card. I have a tag division, and
Your
I
first
have a
pick
main
was
event
Stan
scene.
Hansen. I could
Yeah,
say
well, I
him
wasn't
to
gonna be
any other professional wrestling fan.
I didn't
and
say
they
he
would-
was going to be my world champion.
Who?
He'll be a mid card.
Who?
I'll put him in the mid card.
Who?
Austin's professor knows who he is.
because we were talking about Mid-South.
Hey, leave Mid-South alone.
Because
there was nothing wrong. That they did nothing to you. You didn't have them. You would not have some of the wrestlers you have nowadays without Mid-South. That is not a fact you can argue.
Firstly, are you wanting us to drop down on our knees and say, "Oh, we're so sorry, please forgive us"? As my Siri's going crazy.
What?
For whatever reason, she kicked on. She picked up onto something. Maybe she heard your bullshit.
What you laughing about, Mr. Raven?
You did pick Raven and Taz.
Was able to not
Quote,
only get
the Raven never more
Philadelphia crowd so hot that they started to riot.
What you gonna do?
He got the crowd so hot.
What you gonna do when you're not in Philly?
They had to have him come out and apologize.
What you gonna
Give
do
me a
when
better
you're not
heel
in Philly?
Than
Every other heel.
I've got
MJF.
5 of them on my roster.
Not better than that. How many have had to actually come out after the show and apologize for what they did?
He's pandering to ECW fans. They weren't the brightest, brother.
I'm just saying. No, we're not going to see MJF do that. You're not going to say Roman Reigns do that. That's not something you're going to see. Is him come out after the show and, hey, I'm sorry for beating up Sami Zayn. Or, hey, I'm sorry I called your town a piece of shit. You're not going to see that anymore. He got them so nuclear hot that he had to go back out
That's
there.
That's because they still thought it was real. Kayfabe was still a thing. There's a difference. There's levels to this shit.
I'm just saying. None of your picks ever had
explain
anybody
your Taz
do
pick.
that. I want good technical wrestling on my wrestling show.
You say that, but you got Hulk Hogan? What?
That's why I'm having him wrestle Steamboat.
What?
You've got Mick Foley? What?
Mick Foley.
And Mick Foley's
You got Macho Man? What?
Yeah. And Macho Man is
Foley
finally going to
holds
get to
all the
wrestle The
belts.
Rock.
Mick Foley is the world champion. Then Cactus Jack is the mid title. And then they're managed by...
Dude Love.
Yeah, they're managed by Dude Love.
Okay, but the Dude Love theme song goes hard.
Mankind and... am I missing one?
Well, you got normal Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack, and then Dude Love.
Okay, so Mankind and Dude Love are the tag team champions. And every time they have to tag, he has to tag the turnbuckle and quickly go underneath the ring and then come back out.
Put the mask on and all that.
Yeah.
Well, since we're talking about our picks so much here, a quick rundown of each of ours. 1 to 10. My 1 being John Cena, followed by Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then Ted DiBiase, Antonio Inoki, Vince McMahon, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Randy Orton. And rounding out my top 10, Gaiji Moto.
I have, so I wasn't called a hypocrite. Stan Hansen as my number 1. The Hart Foundation being Brett and Jim. I have Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Owen Yokozuna, AJ Styles, Triple H, Roddy Piper, Mr. Perfect, and I ended it with Jushin Thunder Liger.
So is now the time I'm supposed to tell you guys I was flying by my seat of my pants the entire time?
Yes, we knew that. There was no telling us this.
I flew by the seat of my pants and still had a better draft than both of you. Come on.
Yeah, okay. You act like any of us had any preparation.
You get fined every show that you had to fly to.
Okay. So I just train. With my
The train's
Rock
going to stop multiple
Hogan
times.
headliner. That headline to WrestleMania, man. Come on.
If you're expecting sympathy, just keep on going.
You know what you
You're
don't
talking
need to
to
have?
crickets here. Keep going.
You know what you don't need to have sympathy for, though? History. Just like today's date in professional wrestling history.
Bro didn't even read off. That's how not confident he is in his draft. He didn't even read it off.
In 1977, Chavo Guerrero defeated Dory Funk Jr. to win the NWA America's Heavyweight title in L.A. In 1995, ECW Double Tables was held in Philadelphia. On the show, Cactus Jack defeated the Sandman in a Texas death match. The main event saw Sabu and Taz defeat Public Enemy in a Double Tables match to become the new ECW Tag Team Champions. In 2004, at a NWA TNA weekly pay-per-view taping in Nashville, Tennessee, AJ Styles and Abyss won the NWA Tag Team Championships in a match against the Red Shirt Security, who was Joe E. Legend and Kevin Northcutt. In 2005, WWE taped Raw in Saitama. I think I said that right. On the show, Tajiri and William Regal defeated La Resistance to win the World Tag Team Championships.
We love a little bit of Rene Dupree around here.
He actually wasn't a part of the match. They free-birded him out for that match.
Never mind, we hate La Resistance then.
Because it was Robert Conway and Sylvian Grenier. In 2006, Axl Rotten was found dead in the bathroom of a McDonald's at age of 44. In 2019, at Raw in Portland, Oregon, the show started with Becky Lynch getting suspended by Stephanie McMahon, and Lynch then responded by attacking Stephanie McMahon. So that set up a lot of stuff down the line. We do have notable wrestling birthdays today. This is strange. Lawrence Taylor, the outside linebacker, is apparently a notable wrestling birthday today, along with Vin Gerard and Chris Sabin.
The wrestling match where football players went up against professional wrestlers in a battle royale. He was a part of it. So was Mongo McMichael.
That's today's date in professional wrestling history.
Are we ready to guess?
As long as Austen goes first.
Cliff, you're on the clock. No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Exercising my championship rights.
All right, fine. Cliff, I got yours ready to go.
No,
ready?
I'll ever be.
All right. Yours. Starting off with championships and accomplishments. Since you guys wanted to poke fun at my job doing this. He is a former one-time AWA International Heavyweight Champion, a two-time AWA Southern Tag Team Champion, a one-time NWA Florida Heavyweight Champion, a one-time IWA United States Heavyweight Champion, one-time IWW Intercontinental Champion, a one-time Super World of Sports Tag Team Champion, a one-time USA Heavyweight Champion, a one-time WWF Tag Team Champion, and he had the worst gimmick in 1993.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
There's no shot I know this, but I got a guess. I do have a guess.
I want a hint.
All right. What do you want the hint for?
I'm blowing a guess for a hint. Whatever you think could be helpful, Eli.
His tag team reign in WWF was with Earthquake.
I actually know who you're talking about.
Oh, I can't remember his name. Shit. Fuck. Give me another hint. I can't think of his name.
His worst gimmick was a part of a disaster in WCW where he went crashing through a wall.
Oh, Shockmaster.
Can I get the other name?
No.
I want the other name. Natural disasters, earthquake, and who?
Cyclone.
No.
I know who it is.
Who?
Bro, I said Shockmaster.
Typhoon?
Yeah. Fred Ottoman. He's still alive, actually.
Oh, congratulations.
I'm not. My years were off because I thought you said like 98, and I deadass thought it was Val Venus there for a second.
No. All right, Austin, you ready for yours?
Bro,
I got one. I was about to say I got one right today, so I'm already winning.
You gotta start doing some modern shit, man.
This one is modern. This one is modern.
Fuck you and your Typhoon. Come on.
One time, Battleground Pro Wrestling Max Champion. One time, Insane Wrestling League Tag Team Champion. One time, New Wave Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion. He was number 434 out of the top 500 singles wrestlers in 2015 and 2016. He is a former Vendetta Pro Triforce Champion, one time former Vendetta Pro Triforce Champion, tournament winner. He won the World Wrestling Council Puerto Rico Heavyweight Championship once, Best Non-Wrestler of 2011. Other titles include CWX Lucha Libre Champion one time, and the NWT/NTLL Light Heavyweight Championship.
No shot.
Is that it?
That's it.
You literally gave me some indie fuck that wrestles in
It's not
Indiana.
an indie fuck.
You literally did.
It's not.
New Wave is from Indiana.
I know where it's from, but he isn't some indie.
He is, though. That's
No,
the
he's
thing.
not. He's not.
You literally gave me those
Ask for a
backwoods
hint.
hick fuck from Indiana. You
Ask for a
could.
hint. Ask for a hint.
It's not Tony Gunn, is it?
Nope. That's a guess.
Give me a hint.
He has been in at least 2 Royal Rumbles.
Yeah, that really narrows it down. Thanks for the hint.
He's been in WWE. That means he has signed with WWE before. And been signed with WWE. You're welcome, Cliff.
Is this payback for Colin Delaney? Is this my payback bullet?
At least he had shit in ECW and NWA.
I will say, he was in AEW in 2021. Not as a wrestler. And he was in WWE about 2010 to 2016. About.
What year was he in the Rumbles? Can I ask that as another hint? Well, I don't have any more. I have a single guess left, so.
What one did The Rock win the championship at?
13?
Something like
13. But then I think he was in the one after that too.
Dog.
You're gonna be pissed once you know who it is.
Oh my god.
And that's all their accomplishments. You're not just withholding.
That's all.
Give me the highlight. Give me the highlights again. Like the biggest things that I might recognize them from.
493 on the PWI 500.
434. Consecutive. Back-to-back years. 2015 and 2016. He was number 434 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in the PWI 500. He was also the best non-wrestler of 2011.
Best non-wrestler of 2011?
That sticks out a little bit.
He was a announcer or a commentator or something. He did something in AEW in 2021.
What?
So he worked for AEW in 2021.
But it was not as a wrestling role.
And you're sure he was in the 2013 Rumble?
2013 to 2014.
I am racking my brain right now because I watched the 2013 Rumble on the way to this year's Royal Rumble, and I know almost everyone.
It's either the one that the Rumble that Sheamus won, which I think is still the 2013 Royal Rumble, or the one after that. So 13 or 14 Royal Rumble.
And you said he announced in AEW?
He did something for AEW.
He did.
We didn't get
announcing
what he did.
Or something. He wasn't a wrestler.
I don't think it was the 2013 Eli, because
he's
John
been in
Cena
video
won
games.
2013. It was the one Sheamus won.
But that would be the same year that The Rock won the title, though.
He was in both of them. He's in 4 different video games.
It's the 2012 Rumble.
2012, 2013 Rumbles, then.
Isn't the 2012 when they had the 40?
Yes.
Or am I just...
I think.
I'm looking it up right now. No, there was just 30 in the 2012.
Bro.
Wait, hold on. What year did he win? That? The non-wrestling?
2011.
I have a guess, but it's only because I looked it up. You are dirty. I have 2 guesses, actually.
Bro. I'm trying so hard because I don't think I've gotten one of these wrong yet.
You haven't.
I don't think you're going to get this.
That's why I had to make it hard.
That's why I'm trying so hard.
He won the IC title.
He did not.
No. The dude I was going to guess.
Oh.
I was going to guess Santino.
No.
But Santino won the IC title.
He had a spot with him.
Yeah, I know who it is. I got it. You dirty motherfucker.
Bro.
It's going to come back to you even harder, Eli.
So, 2012, the only announcer that I know for sure that has nothing to do with anyone except announce, and this is the only time he's wrestled, is Alberto Del Rio's ring announcer.
Is that your guess?
That is literally the only dude in the 2012 Rumble that I can remember that has never wrestled anywhere else.
Michael Cole, but
Michael Cole's never done anything with AEW though.
That's true.
Give me Ricardo Rodriguez.
You're a bitch.
You looked it up.
You are a fucking bitch.
I heard the mouse wheel. You looked it up.
I didn't use my mouse at all. I've been sitting here.
You're a bitch.
I heard the mouse wheel.
You're a bitch.
You motherfucker. Eli, you are a dirty motherfucker.
Bitch.
I was trying so hard, bro. I was racking my brain, and the only reason I know that
I
is
had to give
because
you so many hints to even get you there.
Is because someone brought up his attire not too long ago on Twitter.
Freaking white tights, white.
Yeah, his literally whitey tighties.
He had a spot with Mick Foley and Santino Marella. Justin Gabriel was in that Royal Rumble.
I'm probably going to get everything wrong from here on out. That took everything in me.
I got to keep making it harder for you because you keep getting them right.
Bro, you're literally going to give me some backwoods Indiana hick next time. And I can't even be mad.
Yeah, he was New Wave Pro Champion. Yeah, New Wave. Yeah, goddamn, Eli. How did you... Fuck, okay.
I legit looked up. I did a name randomizer, and that popped up, and I looked him up to make sure that it was going to be the most obscure thing ever.
That's his name, right? Ricardo.
Yeah,
that's what he called
Rodriguez.
Yes.
Yeah, bro, my brain's fried after that.
You still have to read a story.
Yeah, I know. I stopped reading my poem. Oh my god, I can't. Literally,
Can you tell us a story?
If
the
you
fuck
go,
was that?
if you go past like, literally the Attitude Era, you're probably stumping me on literally anyone. Oh my
Are we impressed
God.
I found him though?
Like I said, the only reason I got that is because I saw it on Twitter not too long ago. And plus, I follow him on Instagram, so like I have an idea of like the areas he's wrestled in. So Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was a commentator in AEW for one show and a short bit, because the Spanish announcer they had made racist remarks about Hikaru Shida, and got fired. So he was there for a little bit.
See, I did not know that. I literally took a guess because he's like the only non-wrestler. But anyway, well, I don't have anything else to drink. God damn it! I was gonna take a drink and read my poem. I was gonna read this, dry throat and all. But if I can even formulate the sentences here that are sitting in front of me after. That's probably the most brain power I've ever used, honestly. Boy, am I burned out. I'm ready to go to bed. But, poem today, we'll grind it out real quick. It's called If. It goes a little something like this. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or be lied about, don't deal in lies. Or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet you don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make your dreams your master. If you can think and not make your thoughts your aim. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. And yes, it's knaves. It's Naves. Or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at all your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone. And so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds of worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. And take with that what you will.
Honestly, though, good poem. However, once I'm champion, I'm going to switch up what everyone does. I'm going to start reading poems and stories. Or maybe I'll do wrestlers. And I'll make one of y'all do, today's date in pro wrestling history. That's going to be my first decree as champion. I'm drawing my line in the sand right now.
Going to make Austen's life a living hell when I become champion.
Mainly because after last week, after I was embarrassed with my Kenny Omega pick, I've got a chip on my shoulder.
Kenny Omega? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did Kenny
got
Omega,
it,
and I got it after the second hit.
Third. No, it was the third. It was the third.
Yeah.
No, because you said the All Japan one, and then you said
no. There was forefront junior heavyweight champion first.
Mm-hmm.
It went forefront, All Japan.
It doesn't
and then
matter.
some
Either way, you
softball
sucked.
Anyway.
No offense. And Austen was terrible because he picked somebody that no one could even guess.
And you're any better for picking Ricardo Rodriguez?
Have you gotten everything right even when I wasn't here?
I am taking my fucking brain power, bro. This is what it means to be champion. It means to rise to the occasion. It means not to be better than the rest, but to be better than the best.
If you want to be the
what
best,
I am.
Hey, you
I
want to be
am
the best?
The
You want to be the best? Put your money where your mouth is. If
How
I'm
about
able to
this?
stump you, next week, me and Cliff flip heads or tails,
No.
and you
How
put
about
your
if he's
title
the
on the line.
best? We do a mega prediction because both Elimination Chamber and Battle in the Valley are the same night.
Ooh.
Both are February 18th.
But how would that work out?
Whoever has the most points at the end of the day walks away champion.
And if we tie,
And if we
I get it
tie,
back.
Coin flip.
we already decided we were doing Elimination Chamber, though.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, we didn't.
And we'll do
No,
Battle
we
in
said
the
we were
Valley,
going to
too.
talk about it next time we all were together.
And we're
I've got
here
you on
now.
footage saying that.
Footage?
We'll
You weren't
call it
Tape,
recording
whatever.
anything. You weren't
I've
recording
been
my
recording the
face.
entire time.
I have. What do you mean? I'm the one that presses record.
You don't know what he has running on his computer.
Interesting
God.
proposal.
There is
All things
I
about it.
accept.
there is nothing in March because like we have NJPW Battle in the Valley and WWE Elimination Chamber in February. There is nothing in
Did you
March.
not just say they were on the same night?
Yeah, they
on the
are.
same
They're both
night.
February 18th. Elimination Chamber starts at 7 and Battle in the Valley starts at 9:30.
Don't be a bitch. Take the chance.
And there's just we have Revolution in March. Revolution is March 5th. So we do have something in March.
I said I am a fighting champion. But that does not mean I'll accept anything thrown to me.
Then you're a little bitch and you're a coward. A hypocrite.
A
if you
smart
will.
champion?
You're a hypocrite, if you will.
How would I be a
Because
hypocrite?
you say you're a fighting champion, but you're not going to fight. You're not going to defend your championship. We have a opportunity to prove that you're the best
Or-
champion
That's
in the history
that's
of
crazy
this
considering
podcast.
I've
You
already
had
said
the
I'm
chance
defending it at
to
Elimination
prove.
Chamber at
You had the
least.
chance to prove that you're the best champion ever by defending it not only with one show, but 2 shows, and you're not taking the chance.
In the history of the podcast so far, I am the best champion because I'm the only one to retain it. I don't understand what you're going on about.
Ouch.
Your points are invalid.
Retain it through a double show.
Hear me out, Eli. Do you have faith in your Elimination Chamber picks? Because I could face him at Elimination Chamber. And if he beats me, then he could face you for Battle of the Valley.
I don't have faith in my Elimination Chamber picks.
I don't
But I
know.
can have
We'll
faith
have to
in
talk
my
about
Battle
it.
of the Valley Championship.
There's a lot we can do.
Picks.
We'll have to talk about it. I like the mega card idea, but then again, I don't know what's even going to be at Battle of the Valley other than a Mercedes money.
It's Monet.
It's money.
Oh, I need to
Monet.
hear Mr. Krabs say it.
Sorry, am I moaning to say her name? No.
It's Monet. Something you marks wouldn't get.
I'm sorry.
Money?
I don't focus on people that botch everything.
Oh damn, that's
Kind of
crazy
like
considering
you're
she was.
botching your title win by not defending it in a mega card against
Damn.
us.
That's crazy considering I've already defended it and retained it. That's wild.
In a
Considering-
cheap way.
Cheap. Okay.
You
Says the
give
one
it.
who picked Bailey and then KO to win. That came back on you, buddy.
I'm sorry.
Your picks were the ones that screwed you.
You even admitted during the show, at the end of it, that it could have gone either way, and that KO you were holding your breath because you thought KO was going to win.
Just because a near fall gets you doesn't mean anything.
You barely beat Cliff.
Oh, hey, no. He blew me out of the water.
You came back.
No,
I lost by
got
one
all
at
the
that
picks. Y'all got the numbers. I picked the matches right.
He lost by 3 points.
Yeah, I got trounced because I didn't get any of the bonus points.
No, he lost by 3. Because he got
so
-1 from Matt Cardona. And then... Well, no, Cliff's got more of a gripe than you.
Then take us up. Take us up on his offer. The one show you go up against him. The other show you go up against me.
You aren't going to goad me into a quick decision here. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me all riled up. That's very B+ player activity. A champion is well maintained.
I have nothing to lose, dude.
How uncouth.
I have nothing to lose.
Uncouth. That's a $10 word coming from a 2-cent pocket.
You're coming at a guy that has nothing to lose and everything to gain, my friend.
And I have everything to lose, so why would I not be smart? Lose. I have the title to lose.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have nothing to lose.
I have everything to lose.
Then
and just like the song that I'm listening to now, by the end of my reign, no one will survive.
Oh, by the way, changing topics completely. Did you ever tell Eli what Marissa got you for Christmas?
I did not. It's some coffee. I might have. It's a coffee mug that says, Rhea is my mommy.
My girlfriend got him that for Christmas because she overheard the very first episode of the Rhea pegging episode.
Nice.
She overheard that. She was back there.
That's about as good as him coming to my Thanksgiving and my family commenting on him about wanting to get pegged.
Gotta love that.
Literally the first words out of Eli's father's mouth is, "You get the pegging situation figured out?" In front of everyone. Literally everyone in the entire house.
Yep, just in front of just everybody.
And then he went on to almost win a poker tournament, so.
I didn't almost win.
You made it to the final table.
Yeah, I made it to the final table, but that was like, finished like 5th or 4th. Something like that.
You finished 4th. But you know who doesn't finish 4th? You know who finishes first? Stan Hansen.
Do.
Didn't Stan Hansen lose a lot? Wasn't that like his undertone? Is that he's the big bad guy that people toppled?
Yeah, well, you wrestled in Japan back in the day, and you were an outsider. You kind of, lost.
Unless your name's Vader.
Yeah, unless your name's Vader.
The one exception, Vader.
The freaking one exception is the Goliath that is Vader.
I mean, Stan Hansen might never lose, but what about the year 2024?
The way
At this
that
point,
I have several ins into the professional wrestling world, and I'm hearing that 2024, about this time in 2024, is going to be the most insane thing possible. Eli always crying about the territory days. Fuck around and find out.
We're heading towards it. Honestly.
Crazy coming from that I'm probably one of his ends in the wrestling business. Don't remember reporting on that at all, but
I can't sell out my sources. You know this.
That's fair. That's fair. That's valid. Eli, you got your sources from ringside for the longest time.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear it from you.
Before we end, just want to throw out something real quick too. Jey Uso is a great human being. If you ever get the chance to meet him in person, he's a great human being. I was able to meet him last year, back when the Bloodline. No, it was like 2 years ago. Back when the Bloodline was really picking up steam and stuff. He's a super cool fucking guy. Like, he came into my bar, and he was sitting there eating food, and I walked by him like 4 times trying to figure out who the fuck he was. And yeah, he's a really cool guy, and I really hope we get a really good payoff to his story. Because I actually read a theory couple days ago. It says that Jay is the main character of this story.
Well, I mean, it stems off of his WrestleMania WrestleMania match and stuff with him.
Yeah.
I mean, he went, and it's been pointed out more and more as we're getting towards the end of the storyline of Main Event Jay. It's what the announcers are saying. It's what's happening through it. So, at the end of the day, I do believe we are going to be getting Jay as the main storyline. Sami Zayn also as well.
I don't know. I just wanted to get that out there that I met Jay Uso.
Well, I met R-Truth in an airport.
I really hope R-Truth is okay. I haven't heard anything about him in a minute.
Bro, I feel so bad because I'm definitely the one that put the curse on his ass. I definitely am. He was going fine until he met me, and he fucking blew out his knee. I have like the worst luck.
Any
also,
sports team I like
Tom Brady
doesn't
like
make
7 years ago.
Yeah.
For real. But anyway, I think that does it from us here at the Ace and Hole Podcast. As always, take care of yourselves, love each other. And as the great Dusty Rhodes once said, even if you litter, you throw a piece of trash on the road. If you sit on the road, you got to pick it up because everyone's got to do their part. And everyone truly does have to do their part, whether that is picking shit up off the road or picking each other up when you're down. Everyone truly has to do their own part. Just remember, love each other, love yourselves, and even more importantly, always remember, we've got you covered because we're your Ace in the Hole. Catch you on down the road. Yeah.